Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. I'm Marco D'Angelo, joined in studio by Bryan Leonard. We're going to break down college basketball action for Saturday, and this is going to be Bryan's video best bet. It's going to be the battle of the state here for us guys. We've got Nevada against UNLV. Bryan, the Runnin Rebels, the wheels have fallen off. We saw that initial surge after Coach Rice got fired, which we see so often in all sports. Right. You get that initial, everybody gets the wake-up call and they want to prove that, hey, it was the coach, it wasn't us, this and that. And they went out and they won 4 of their first 5 games straight up and against the spread. But since then, man, 2-4 straight up and 1-5 against the spread, and they're going the wrong way. Losing to Air Force is about as bad as it gets.
Yeah, it did. It was a bad loss for UNLV, and I watched that game, and obviously one team wanted it a lot more than the other, and the coach, they lost by 36 points last time they played. So the coach afterwards was really talking about how they wanted that game. And you can just see on the body movement of the UNLV players, coming into the season, they had a lot of talent, typical UNLV drafted teams. But then when the coach left, they decided, okay, well, we're going to speed it up, which was great. And we both made a lot of money by playing UNLV and UNLV over. But then they had 2 of their big men go down. Zimmerman, who could be a draft choice next year if he decides to go out to the NBA. So now they've got 3 centers they started the year with. None of them are there anymore. And the team is just getting frustrated. They're arguing amongst themselves. And now they're taking on a revenge game against the in-state rival, and it's a one-way rivalry. And Nevada wants this more. I watched the first game they played, and it was clear Nevada wanted that game more, and they took it. And here we're going to get what I consider the team playing better ball right now, catching points.
Now, I know we always talk about the one-way rivalries when it's, a big team against, but really for UNLV, could you put that there? I know Nevada's playing with more heart. I'll give you that much. But I don't know that I would go as far as to say it's a one-way rivalry because, what do they call it, the
Fremont Cannon?
Fremont
for
Cannon.
Football?
Yeah. And it's just it's a situation where UNLV, I know for basketball, obviously they're the bigger program, but they've gotten beat up so bad over the years in football with the program that I know when they won it, finally won the Cannon a couple of years ago, it was a big deal.
Well, that's why the football is more important, because in basketball, UNLV's had these great teams over the years, and Nevada's been second fiddle. With football, UNLV has been bad. And when Coach Alt was at Nevada, he loved to run up the score on UNLV. So when UNLV was able to play them and get the win, it meant more for them. So it's a one-way rivalry in basketball. In football, it's an equal rivalry.
Okay. With this one, what are you projecting? We're doing this video on Thursday afternoon, so obviously we don't have lines yet for Saturday. And that's always a little tricky situation trying to figure where the line's going to come out. But right now, we talk about, buying high, you try to sell high and buy low. Well, the stock right now on UNLV is probably as low as it's been at any point in the season.
Yeah, I expect the line to be in the 5.5 range. If it comes out even higher, it'll be an even bigger play for me. The reason being is the other teams that they've played at home as of late, they were bigger favorites. One thing I really liked, we're taping this on Wednesday. Last night, Nevada went on the road to play San Jose State. San Jose State's an up-and-coming team. They're staying under the radar because they're not winning. And they led Nevada the entire game, and then Nevada went on a 16-3 run at the end of the game. Now, with the big rivalry with UNLV on deck, you can easily see them throwing in the towel in that game and saying, okay, we're not going to win this one. But for them to be able to come back and show the heart that UNLV hasn't shown all season long, I would not be surprised if Nevada comes in here and wins outright.
Yeah, and one thing you got going for you, even if UNLV does come out with, some fire in their eyes after the Air Force game and that, you always have the back door open whenever you're laying points with UNLV because they just don't know how to close out games. Some of the games that they did have this year where they were, leading late, or tight game, they just don't make the plays down the stretch. So
yeah, they're not a good free throw shooting team either.
They've never been. I don't know. I never could understand how you can get all this talent and they can't shoot foul shots. Right. All right, well, that's Bryan's video best bet, guys. He says to take Nevada Reno plus the points on Saturday. He wouldn't be surprised if Reno pulls an upset with this one. So he's going to grab the points on Saturday with Nevada Reno as his video best bet. And guys, this weekend, if you want to save $10 at WagerTalk, Use coupon code VIP in the number 10. That's VIP in the number 10, and we'll give you $10 off your purchase. Just enter it at the shopping cart when you check out, and it'll take $10 off. He's Bryan Leonard. I'm Marco D'Angelo. We'll be back with more here at WagerTalk.com.